Hey, what's up, everyone? Today's the 21st of January 2024. We're going to talk about this article right here, talking about Donald Trump and how he is resorting to the Bitcoin Ordinal blockchain in order to launch his failed NFT. Look at the article from Protos. Trump resorts to Bitcoin Ordinals to boost failed NFT collection. Let's break this down. Donald Trump, the former U.S. president and sexual abuser who has been indicted on felony counts of falsifying business records, mishandling of classified documents, and conspiracy to overturn the 2020 election, has dabbled into NFTs before, but it is now offering Bitcoin Ordinals as a bonus to save his failing previous collection. Nobody wants to own Donald Trump's NFTs. Why? Is he not a famous individual? Why not do you want to hold this man's NFTs collection? Are they ugly? Can you do anything with it if you purchase it? Trump previously promoted this collection by offering dinners at his golf club or pieces of the suit that he was arrested in. Now they're talking about his Mugshot NFT collection. But now, if you're one of the first 100 people willing to purchase 100 cards at $99 each using wrapped Ethereum, then you can receive a one-of-one Bitcoin Ordinal digital trading card. I don't think people want to trade former U.S. presidents. NFT INT LLC, the firm that licenses Trump's likeness for his NFTs, needed to come up with an alternative way to promote the Mugshot Edition collection because uptake has been slow. The collection was supposed to contain 100,000 cards, but OpenSea only shows approximately 48,500, less than half of the total amount. Why? Because people who dabble in NFTs are younger people. Older people don't mess with NFTs like that, let alone know how to purchase an NFT on OpenSea. Probably didn't even know how to open up a wallet, create a wallet in order to drop Ethereum on their wallet to purchase this NFT that Donald Trump is trying to sell. And the NFT cards isn't created or innovative enough to actually entice the younger people to come in and purchase these cards. It's just a mugshot. But when you see some of the images of these mugshots, NFTs, it's like, okay, cool. Like, why do I want to own that? Take a look at this one right here at the bottom. Like, it doesn't even look legitimate. It's a mugshot edition, but this is a man here holding the Holy Bible after all of his convictions and his alleged charges that's against him right now. Do you want to own that? What would you do with it? Does it have any value to you? Now, to 48,500, apparently it has some type of value. It might have sentimental value. You might want to hold it just because you want to say that that's your president. Okay, cool. But you can see that now they have to take this collection to the Bitcoin Ordinal to try to entice more people to come in and buy it because nobody else wants to buy it on OpenSea. They was looking for 100,000 NFTs to be sold, but they only got half of it. So now let's try to push this Mugshot Edition over to Bitcoin Ordinals to see if we can get more people to come in and purchase this Mugshot Edition. Trump used to pay lip service to anti-crypto sentiment, at one point saying Bitcoin seems like a scam. Wow. That's why the internet has never lost a battle. Somebody pull this of when Trump said that Bitcoin seemed like a scam, but now this man is trying to place his NFTs on this scam. Doesn't make any sense. Now make that make sense. How are you going to call Bitcoin a scam and then turn around and try to sell your Mugshot Edition on this scam protocol, the scam cryptocurrency? However, more recently, blockchain analysis from Akram highlighted a wallet associated with Trump sending approximately 2.4 million in Ether to Coinbase, presumably to liquidate his earnings. So now he's trying to sell. So those 48,500 people who bought his NFTs, he's trying to sell, get the money from the NFTs that he sold. Look like Donald Trump is selling his Ethereum. 3 weeks ago, he started sending ETH to Coinbase after months of accumulating Trump NFT royalties. His peak balance was $4 million. Based on the deposits so far, he sold 1,075 Ethereum for $2.4 million. The internet has never lost. They pull receipts. They pull invoices. They show you what's really going on. This was on Twitter or on X. Arkham has pulled the receipts. Trump is trying to get that money now. He's trying to get the royalties off the people who purchased those original NFTs on OpenSea. This was back on December 27, 2023. Now, while Trump is able to liquidate his earnings, these mugshot cards cannot currently be liquidated, the ones that's on the Bitcoin Ordinals, as they cannot easily be transferred until the end of this year. So you're going to buy something that you cannot even sell until the ending of 2024. Now make that make sense. Here's another article from CoinDesk. Donald Trump's NFT had limits, normal ones don't. Buyers of these Bitcoin Ordinals can't trade them for almost a year. Donald Trump is out with his latest digital collectible gimmick, something resembling an NFT on the Bitcoin blockchain that effectively costs $9,900, but unlike normal NFTs, cannot be traded by its owners anytime soon. That's asinine. So if they couldn't sell 100,000 Mugshot Edition NFTs on OpenSea on the Ethereum blockchain or Polygon, what make you think people would want to come and buy this on the Bitcoin Ordinal and they cannot even sell it until December 2024? Make that make sense. Maybe they're expecting the value to increase. Maybe they're expecting him to be president in 2024, or at least won the election in November of 2024. That would be the only way I would say that these NFTs would increase in value, is if he's able to win the 2024 presidential election that's going on in November. That's the only way. So that's a big hope and a wish, especially with all of the cases that he has against him, felony charges that could actually place him behind bars. So what do you guys think? Is this a good thing to put your money in? I don't think so. I mean, from the prior sale of his Mugshot Edition, they couldn't even sell the full 100,000. Now, this man presumably has tens of millions of people who follow him, right? Tens of millions. So he has influence. He has a reputation. Now, why they follow him, I don't know. But apparently, if they follow him on his socials, why could they not sell a measly 100,000 NFTs? Like, I'm quite sure they felt that that was a reasonable amount to sell. Very conservative. But they even sold less than that. So rather than them giving up and saying that this was a dud, that it didn't work out, let's go ahead. They're trying to say, let's go ahead and put this on Bitcoin Ordinals. But this time, people can't sell until December. Now, the problem that I see with that is maybe there's not a market for these cards. Have you thought about that? Like, maybe people don't want to purchase them. Yeah, you got an initial amount of people who wants to come in and buy these NFTs, but there's not a market to where you can sell it to someone else because they want to hold it. That's the problem. I don't think there's a market for these cards. Nobody is falling for a Mugshot Edition, trying to drum up as if that is a good thing to have a mugshot as you being a criminal. So let's go ahead and look at the chart though for Ordinal. You guys can see here that I did a price prediction in Ordinal and I was expecting the price to go down, and for the most part it hasn't gone lower, but we may be on course to see it happen right now. So I may not change my price prediction. You guys can see here that the price action in Bitcoin Ordinal has went higher up there towards the $90 price. Thing that we're going to adjust here is this sell zone. We're going to go ahead and place a sell zone up here now in Ordinal. That is the sell zone. We're going to get rid of this lower end one because I still suspect that price is weak in Ordinal. Okay. And we're going to extend our price prediction over A good thing though, if you're a buyer in Ordinal, is the fact that price has been holding this buy zone that we've created. It's been hovering slightly above it, but I don't think that's going to hold either. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take that away. The next thing you guys can tell is that the price is breaking our trend line. We have now created another trend, which is one of lower prices. This is real simple. It's not hard. It's not complicated. We still see that price in Bitcoin Ordinal is weak. So what we're going to do is we're going to simply extend our resistance area, and we're going to place our next target in Bitcoin Ordinal. Instead of around $57, that's our first target. It still holds there. Our second target is going to be down here towards 47.75. That's 32% move to the downside. Right there. Plain and simple, easy, done. So I'm actually done with our idea in Bitcoin Ordinal. I'm not going to change the idea that it's going to go lower. I still suspect that price is weak here in the market for Bitcoin Ordinal. And it might be, it looked like from the price action, it looked like it's going to be a slow and methodical move lower. It doesn't look like it's going to be a crash or a very quick move lower. But definitely, I don't see any indication that this market is bullish. So let me go ahead and put this back on the daily. You got those two targets. We're going to save it here, come back at a later date to see what happened to the price. Now, give me your thoughts about Donald Trump taking his NFT Mugshot Edition and trying to place it on this blockchain, Bitcoin, with the Ordinal. Will it be successful, or will it be a flop like it was on OpenSea? Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.